One campground, 2 nights, no rules.
Okay, we're here at Cleveland National Forest in the Ribbonwood Loop Campground. So we're gonna set up our tent and see what this place is all about. Okay, so we got a pop-up. Right there. Me and Dylan are gonna be on that one.
Me and my oldest will be in the pop-up, while my wife and 2 youngest sleeps in the van. The Cleveland National Forest is the southernmost national forest in California, and the Oak Grove Campground can be found 25 miles east of Temecula. There's about 81 sites available and can be reserved online at recreation.gov, or if there's vacancies, in person. And there's also no RV hookups. There are 2 different campsites to choose from, a single and double site. Our friends booked 2 doubles to fit 3 families. A sign at the entrance says the fees are $15 and $30 respectively, and it's completely self-serve. There's also a list of rules to abide by. The camping host is on the other side of the sign, but I didn't see him once the entire stay. He could have been a prominent influencer living the RV life dream, or a guy named Jerry who lost his home due to financial irresponsibility. I guess I'll never know.
And it comes with a barbecue pit, a picnic bench, and right here is the fire pit.
And also make sure to bring some art supplies to distract the little ones. Setting up camp can be tiring, and it's better to have no distractions.
And just around the corner is a faucet. It's a community faucet, I believe shared by a few different campgrounds. And right across is a restroom. There's a men's and there's a women's. But I think these are showers. Let me check it out. Nope, they're just restrooms. No showers.
You may want to stay here only a few nights, or you're going to start smelling like a picnic.
And right near the restrooms are these bins, community trash bins.
We were now ready to start our first campfire.
It's like someone's homework is in there.
Don't worry, your mom won't know you flunked out of algebra. It'll be our little secret. And because we're Asian, there's no way we could have a camping trip without a hot cup of boba. And my little one just couldn't wait, drinking the boba straight out of the pan. Yuck. And yet again, my wife is making miracles happen. If we could eat like this every day, I don't think I ever want to leave. After the campfire, it was time for bed. We always bring a jug of water. It works as an outdoor sink.
There are no lights in these bathrooms, so you have to wear a headlamp. Otherwise, you'll be going bathroom in pitch black.
Oh, and the Christmas lights were our friend's idea. Talk about glamping. It was so beautiful at night we could see all the stars. Unfortunately, it got completely ruined by our disrespectful camping neighbors. They were real chatterboxes, gossiping about a coworker they hate. But judging by their behavior, they probably hate him because he actually does work. I wouldn't be surprised if they all got fired and have to live in an RV like this so-called camping host. By the way, where the heck is he? It's 4 in the morning and those Gen Z brain rot losers won't be quiet. If I know one thing about brain rot losers is that they're totally skibbity. Speaking about skibbity, earlier in the night the older kids were playing a card game when they noticed the people across kept staring at them 40 minutes straight with no expression. Later on, they saw them going to the restroom in pitch black, and when they came out, they continued staring at the kids. My son flashed them with his light and they scurried away. But that wasn't the end of it. Before bed, the kids went on a little night hike and they swore those weirdos were following them. My son jokingly called them the diarrhea demons, but I call them mainland Chinese.
Wow.
Cultural revolution? The only culture that revolution created was the worst culture in human history. You know, the kind of culture that likes to take dumps in trash cans and grab all the crab legs at a buffet. Oh good, the brain rot losers stopped talking. The rules said quiet hours were at 10 p.m. I guess Oak Grove Campground pretty much has no rules. By the way, we were here in November and the temperature dropped to 35 degrees. We better make the best of it and try to get at least a few hours of rest. Oh man, look at that spread. Is this camping or is this the Golden Corral? And what better way to enjoy a breakfast than around a warm campfire? I highly recommend bringing the moms on camping trips. It's like we got our very own Gordon Ramsay.
Alright guys, I'm up bright and early. It was super cold last night. Dipped to in the 30s, definitely can feel it. And the neighbors, man, I guess there's no quiet time out here because the neighbors were just talking like crazy and using all sorts of foul language. But I'm gonna go across the street right from the camping site. There's supposed to be a trail.
To get there, just cross the road from the sign.
Right from the campground. Just cross the street. I think this is a fire station. There you go. The Oak Grove trailhead right here. This is a 13-mile hike. Definitely couldn't tackle this all in one day, but this is a very extreme hike. I think this morning we're only gonna attempt the first 1 or 2 miles. And this trail is a little bit confusing because you gotta pass this fire station and then you get to this dirt road, and I believe that's where the trail ends up going.
Not really. Don't listen to him. You just go straight ahead from the parking lot. This fool ended up getting lost.
So I'm thinking after breakfast we're gonna come and try out this trail, maybe 1 or 2 miles, and head back. There's no way we're gonna be able to do 13 miles. And this place is a little bit confusing. Make sure you look at the road for the number of each site, and they can also be found if you have reserved.
At about 10 o'clock, me and a few others went on the trail. But like I said, we got lost. We ended up going past the fire station to a dirt road. I realized my mistake and took a right, looping us back to where we started. So this is what the actual trailhead should look like. Don't miss it like I did. We went about a quarter mile in and turned around. By the way, this trail has almost no shade and it starts off pretty strenuous. I wouldn't attempt it if you're a novice. After the hike, we headed over to Julian Pie Company for some apple pie. It was only 30 minutes away from Oak Grove. Then we went to Inaja Memorial Picnic Site to eat lunch and go on a short hike. There was an amazing view of the valley. On our way back, we stopped at a general store to buy more firewood. This one is only 5 minutes from the campground. Then before dinner, we squeezed in a game of baseball. Alright, batter up. Let's see if this guy can knock it out the park. Whoa, looks like it was a home run. Nice. And if you were paying attention, you'll realize that we were playing on the road. I don't think I saw a car drive by the entire time we stayed. It was a holiday weekend and the campground felt somewhat empty. Very mysterious. Oh, and Oak Grove appears to be pet friendly. Our buddies brought their dogs, which was great because our kids love animals.
And right across from our campsite is this beautiful patch of fall foliage. So if you came during the fall, you can come here and take some pictures. And today is our last night, and this is our final dinner. I would say one of the drawbacks of this campsite is that there's no enforcement of the rules. So when there are people talking, right across there over the bush that was speaking until 4 in the morning. So it really affected how everybody slept that first night. And we told the camping host the next day, but they didn't do anything about it. So luckily they left, and then we got a better night's rest the next day. Drawback number 2 is that the bathrooms have no lights. So when you're using the restroom, a lot of times it's pitch black. So we end up having to do one of these. Anyways, it's really a great campsite. It's very beautiful in the morning. I would recommend it just because it's a lot more private. I mean, you have a lot of this brush to cover your campsite. But overall, you just gotta expect what you gotta expect. And we're just making some breakfast for our final day. And the kids are at the campfire. Here you go. These are the cinnamon rolls from the Julian Pie Company. It's not bad, but probably would taste better toasted.
Okay, Oak Grove, we had a nice 2 days here, but it's time to go home and take a shower. I'm starting to smell like a pickle. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, here's some more suggestions. On this channel, I produce entertaining educational travel content, and if that's your thing, please consider subscribing. And with that, I'll see you on the next Pick 6 adventure.